The global economy is constantly changing, and from many different parts of society there are calls for change. Traditional systems of money exchange are being questioned. A new concept is emerging, a possible alternative that wants to reshape the economic landscape. This concept is the NWO, Neue Weltordnung, a German term that stands for New World Order. However, this system has nothing to do with the conspiracy theories that are often associated with this term. It proposes a radical shift from money-based transactions to a resource-based distribution model. At its core is the vision of a world in which goods and services, not money, are the most important means of exchange. This system attempts to address what some perceive as inherent flaws in traditional capitalist structures. It aims to put the needs of society as a whole above individual profit. The basic principle of this proposed system is the idea that every human being deserves access to basic necessities, regardless of their economic contribution. This means a departure from the prevailing paradigm, where access to goods and services is largely determined by an individual's purchasing power. The NWO, New World Order, proposes a system in which social contribution and need are the most important determinants of resource allocation. This means that system-relevant workers, those who provide essential services to the community, would be given priority in the allocation of resources. In the proposed system of the NWO, New World Order, jobs would be categorized based on a few things: how important they are to society, the training needed, and the level of responsibility that comes with each job. This categorization helps determine a person's access to goods and services. Jobs that are essential to the system, like farmers, doctors, teachers, and those involved in maintaining important infrastructure, would be at the highest level within this framework. These jobs are seen as crucial for society to function and for the well-being of its people. People in these jobs would have better access to resources, reflecting the importance of their contributions. The categorization system goes beyond just essential jobs and includes a wide range of occupations. Tradespeople, artists, engineers, and researchers would also find their place within this framework. Each job's contribution to society and the expertise required would be carefully considered to determine its place within the hierarchy. Education plays a big role in this system. People who've put in the time and effort to learn and gain skills would be recognized for their dedication. A higher level of education would generally mean better access to resources, recognizing the value of specialized knowledge and skills. This categorization of jobs is not meant to create rigid divisions within society. Instead, it aims to ensure that those who contribute to the common good are rewarded for their efforts and that essential needs are met. It reflects a shift in perspective, away from valuing jobs based on how much money they make, and towards valuing them based on how much they contribute to the well-being of society. A central authority plays a crucial role in the NWO, New World Order system. It acts like a referee of value in a world without traditional money. This authority would be tasked with figuring out the relative value of different goods and services. That's not an easy job. It needs a deep understanding of how things are made, how many resources we have, and what society needs. Transparency and accountability are super important in this system. The central authority's methods for figuring out value must be open for everyone to see. Regular checks and public discussions would be essential to make sure things are fair and to prevent any misuse of power. Who is on the central authority is a really important point. To lessen the risks that come with having power in one place, a diverse group of people who represent everyone is essential. This group could include experts from different fields like economists, sociologists, environmental scientists, and ethicists to make sure we look at value from all angles. It's also really important to have regular people on the central authority so the needs and perspectives of the public are considered. The central authority's role is bigger than just figuring out the value of goods and services. It's also in charge of managing how resources are shared, making sure essential goods and services are distributed fairly and efficiently. This includes keeping an eye on production levels, checking how much demand there is, and adjusting distribution networks as needed. One of the most radical aspects of the NWO, New World Order system, is its commitment to guaranteeing basic necessities for everyone, regardless of their ability or willingness to work. This concept of a social safety net woven into the economic system challenges deeply rooted ideas about the meritocracy and personal responsibility. Food, housing, healthcare, and education are considered fundamental human rights in this framework. Access to these necessities would not depend on a person's position in the workforce or their perceived value to society. This principle stems from the belief that every human being deserves a dignified existence, and that a society is judged by how it treats its most vulnerable members. The practical implementation of this guarantee presents a major logistical challenge. A robust and efficient distribution network would be required to ensure that essential goods and services reach every corner of society. This network would likely involve a combination of central planning and local distribution centers tailored to the specific needs of different communities. The concept of a guaranteed basic income, while not explicitly mentioned, aligns with the principles of the NWO, New World Order. By ensuring access to essential goods and services, this system aims to create a more just society where everyone has the opportunity to live a fulfilling life free from the constant fear of deprivation. For people deemed lazy, only the most basic necessities like food and water and very small living spaces will be provided. They won't have access to luxury goods like cars or elaborate meals, indirectly forcing them to integrate. Section 5. Advantages of change, resource allocation and social safety. The proposed NWO, New World Order system, while undeniably ambitious, offers several potential advantages over traditional economic models. One of the most significant advantages lies in its potential to optimize resource allocation. By shifting away from a profit-driven system, NWO, New World Order, aims to prioritize the needs of society and the planet. In a resource-scarce world, grappling with the consequences of overconsumption and environmental destruction, this shift in focus is crucial. NWO. New World Order strives for a more sustainable and equitable system by ensuring that resources are used efficiently and directed towards meeting basic human needs rather than generating profits for a select few. Another key advantage of this system is the social safety net it provides. By guaranteeing basic necessities for everyone, NWO, New World Order, aims to eliminate poverty and reduce inequality. This safety net offers a level of security and stability often absent in traditional capitalist societies, where people can struggle to make ends meet even when working multiple jobs. This system also has the potential to foster greater social cohesion. By prioritizing collective well-being over individual profit, NWO, New World Order, could create a stronger sense of community and shared purpose. This shift in values could lead to a society based on cooperation rather than competition, where individuals are more willing to support each other and work towards common goals. People who do not actively contribute to society will receive only basic necessities and small living spaces, without access to luxury goods, indirectly compelling them to integrate. Section 6. Challenges and concerns, valuation, centralization and incentives. Despite its potential, the NWO, New World Order, also presents challenges and criticisms. One of the most pressing questions concerns the valuation of goods and services without a traditional market mechanism. Determining the true value of a product or service is a complex undertaking fraught with subjective assessments and potential biases. The role of the central authority in determining value raises concerns about potential abuses and inefficiency. Even with the best intentions, a centralized system is vulnerable to corruption and bureaucratic hurdles. Transparency, accountability, and public participation in the valuation process are crucial to minimizing these risks. Another challenge is maintaining incentives for innovation and productivity. In a system where basic needs are met regardless of individual performance, there is a risk that people will be less motivated to excel in their fields or contribute beyond the necessary minimum to societal progress. It is essential for the long-term success of this new framework to find ways to encourage excellence and innovation. Non-monetary rewards such as social recognition, access to higher education, or opportunities for creative expression could play a role in motivating people. Section 7. Avoiding misunderstandings. Distancing from conspiracy theories. The term New World Order itself is a big hurdle when we talk about what this system really is. Conspiracy theories over many years have given the term a bad name. People connect it with shadowy elites, too much control by the government, and a loss of individual freedoms. It's super important to clearly and repeatedly separate this proposed economic system from these conspiracy theories. The NWO, New World Order model, as it's planned, is not about control from the top or taking away individual freedoms. It's about building a fairer and more sustainable society where everyone has a chance to succeed. Education and open dialogue are key to clearing up the myths and misunderstandings around the term New World Order. Talking to the public, directly addressing concerns, and clearly explaining how the system works are crucial for wider acceptance. Transparency is the most important thing. All parts of the system, from how resources are shared to how decisions are made, should be open for the public to see. This openness can help build trust and disprove stories that say the system is a secret plot to control the world. Section 8, a new name for a new system, clarity over confusion. Given the baggage associated with the term New World Order, it might be strategically advantageous to choose a different name for this proposed economic system. The name should reflect the core values of the system: fairness, sustainability, and the prioritization of human well-being. A carefully chosen name can help reframe the discussion, moving away from fear-mongering towards a more nuanced and productive conversation. You could say, we don't want to paint the devil on the wall. It can also help engage a wider audience, including those who might initially be put off by the loaded terminology. The naming process should be inclusive, incorporating input from various stakeholders, including economists, social scientists, communication experts, and the general public. A joint project, so to speak, like the new Elbphilharmonie Concert Hall. A name that resonates with people from diverse backgrounds and reflects the transformative potential of the system would be a powerful tool in advocating for its implementation. Section 9, the way forward, further research and development. The NWO New World Order system offers a compelling vision of a fairer and more sustainable future, but it requires further research and development before it can be considered a workable alternative to existing economic models. Several key areas need closer examination. First, valuation methods. Developing strong and open methods for valuing goods and services without a traditional market is crucial. This includes considering factors like labor input, resource intensity, environmental impact, and social benefit. Second, incentive structures. It's important to address the potential lack of incentives for innovation and productivity. Finding alternative reward systems that recognize and reward contributions beyond basic needs is critical. Third, decentralization. While a central authority plays a key role in this system, exploring ways to include decentralized decision-making processes can improve democratic participation and reduce the risks of centralized power. Fourth, social and psychological impacts. It's crucial to study the potential social and psychological effects of transitioning to a non-monetary system. This includes examining how people's motivations, values, and social interactions might change in this new context. The NWO, New World Order system, while facing significant challenges, offers a thought-provoking alternative to the current economic model. By prioritizing human well-being, sustainability, and social justice, it has the potential to create a more just and equitable world. However, further research, careful planning, and open dialogue are essential to navigate the complexities of implementation and unlock the system's transformative potential. We invite the community to submit suggestions for a new name for this economic system. NWO is currently just a placeholder name for the project. Your ideas and contributions are invaluable in shaping a more just future. Questions or suggestions can be shown in a separate video. We look forward to your participation and feedback.